Chamisa imari achatitungamira zvakanaka irodare takara nemadzimai ose apfuma kuti Chamisa imari achatitungamira zvakanaka dare takara nechidiki vapfuma kuti Chamisa imari achatitungamira zvakanaka dare takara nemadzibaba ese apfuma kuti Chamisa imari achatitungamira zvakanaka dare takara Zimbabwe yese yapfuma iye Chamisa imari achatitungamira zvakanaka Vinga vapfuma kukwekwe vapfuma kukokwe vapfuma zengeza vapfuma mukomba vapfuma kuti Chamisa imari achatotungamira Zimbabwe kumbizo vapfuma kwamutoko vapfuma kariba vapfuma Usaka vapfuma ikita vapfuma kuti Chamisa imari achatotungamira Zimbabwe dare takara vashandi vese vapfuma kuti Chamisa.
Good morning, good afternoon, Zimbabwe. Thank you so much for joining. Welcome to your favorite program. This is a Change Radio special programs, PADARE NAMAMBO SVOSVE. We usually come out live on Saturdays and then Sundays, but whenever something special happens, we'll be quick to jump on the airwaves and come on live and talk to you. You know what happened today. The president himself, the only game in town, Advocate Nelson Chamisa, addressed a presser and delivered a powerful speech. And we said we cannot let a speech like that just go on. We need to come out and discuss everything that the president talked about. It was an array of issues where he unrolled the Zimbabwe Agenda 2023. And before we talk about all the things that he talked about, the roadmap to 2023 elections, the registration, voter registration blitz that is there, the 5 pillars that we are going to touch on here. I want to give this chance to my partner in crime tonight. We don't have Champion Barbara, but we do have Champion Oka all the way from Cape Town. Champion Oka, welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining us here. Please go ahead and introduce yourself to Zimbabwe and also take a chance to greet everyone here.
Salubonani, siyalamukela kule program yanamhlanje. Ngiyabonga Mambo SVOSVE. Yebo namhlanje hayi yikho kule live ngalesi sikhathi ngoba ngempela inkulu into eyenzakalela namhlanje. Ababele chance yokubona our chief change champion Nelson Chamisa senza ipressa namhlanje. Ngabona kukhona elikubonileyo njengami ukuthi zonke izinto esihlala sizizwa ziqondisiwe namhlanje. Ababele chance zake sizikhangele sibone okukhulunyweyo namhlanje ngu change champion Nelson Chamisa esibonisa ukuthi indlela esiya kuyo iyakhanya futhi ithemba likhona eleZimbabwe entsha, iNew Zimbabwe, a new dawn, ukusa okutsha. Kunengi engikuzileyo mina okokuthi for example ngijabule kakhulu ngisizwa ukuthi ngempela ikhona indlela, ngoba sonke isikhathi sijayele ukuzwa abantu besithi hayi ayila plan i-CCC, hayi ayila plan akula lapho eyakhona, hayi plan ikhona ngempela and ithemba likhona. Ngizabuyisela kuwe.
Yes.
Mambo.
Yes, yes.
Hayi kuningi kakhulu. Ngizizwe ngisiba excited ngaze ngathi hey kanti why kungase uvotwe namhlanje? Kuhle uvotwe nje namhlanje.
Yes, yes.
Sibone le Zimbabwe entsha leyi eqhakazileyo. Ngoba hayibo bahlabezulu. Lokho kuhlala sikutshelwa iZANU-PF isethusela abantu sithi ngeke kuze kwenzakala ukuthi kuphinde kube neZimbabwe entsha. Hayi ke mina ithemba nginalo. Mina ithemba senginalo. Ngoba u-Change Champion Chief uNelson Chamisa namhlanje ekhuluma ngendaba uzwa bethi hayi uwiki bafuna ukwethusela thina ukuthi sibone ngathi asinayo umkhokheli, kanti bona ibaba ethukileyo yibo nje abashaya luvalo, bafuna sibancedise ushaya luvalo. Manje hayi namhlanje isibindi gidi.
Right. Thank you, my sister. Thank you, Champion Oka, for those introductory remarks. Yes, she was saying here, Anzi, my elections, aitwa nasi. And that's what everyone has been saying. Even the police and that came out a few weeks ago. We're saying if President Chamisa was going to go to an election with Emmerson Mnangagwa today, you would win by 56% magnitude. So that's because we saw today that indeed CCC does have a plan. The plan was laid out by the champion-in-chief today. And we're going to start by the roadmap itself and other things that he said. There is something that touched me, Oka, when he was just explaining to the people, who are always quick to say that CCC doesn't have structures. He answered that question. He also answered the question, CCC doesn't have a plan. And, all the people that are saying that, as he said, are the people that belong to the other side. Because right now, they don't know what is going on in CCC. They don't know who is making the decisions. They don't know where the decisions are being made. They don't know, who to approach, because ZANU-PF's plan all this time used to be they go and give money, like the president said. They go and give money to a senior leader, and they get all the information, and then they go and sit down and counter-strategize against us. But because, avatozivi kwekuenda, avana kwekuenda, nekuti havasi kuziya game rakachinja, makazi akachinja. Information, So the president answered that very well. But before I come back to you, my sister, we want to play the first video here, or incept of what the president was talking about during the presser, and then we'll go on. And please do write in the comment section where you're watching from and how you felt when the president was speaking, because that was a moving speech. Although it was a presser, but it was very moving. So tell us what you thought about the presser today. Leo, you can go ahead.
We want to launch a campaign called 1+5. Every citizen get 5 of your own, your relatives, in your community. Those who are in the diaspora, 1+5. Get your own 5 to be on the voters.
No volume.
To come and support change.
Not
this
playing.
Is the new battalion of change. 1+5. Let us go to the 5 that you are going to bring to say, this is what I contributed to the citizen project. This is what I contributed to change. 1+5. We say 1+5. We want the 5 that you are bringing We want the 5 that you are going to bring. Let us reason together. Let's have your 5 as a champion. Champion change in your community. Champion change in the nation. Wherever you are, where is your 5? Don't wait for Mr. Chamisa. Don't wait for citizen leaders. Don't wait for MPs. Wait for yourself. You have to bring us your 5. Where are the 5? 1 plus 5. The volunteers program, a citizen campaign. The second.
Yeah, can you play another one again, Leo? Then we'll just take all the 2 of them.
Number 1 pillar
volunteers
is
gone,
predicating upon what we call running a citizens campaign. A lot of you would expect us to run a campaign by a political party. We are not a political party. We are citizens.
The second one.
Every citizen is going to play a role. Whether you are in ZANU-PF or in CCC, you have to play a role in the citizen movement to make sure that we reclaim our country. What I like about the hunger we are facing is that it doesn't affect a political party. No stomach carries a card. We are all affected equally. School fees does not require a political card. Hospitals do not ask for a political card. We all face the same problems. And therefore, it must be a citizen campaign. It's now a situation of the citizens against their oppressors. The citizens against their hardships, against their poverty, against their people who are depriving them of happiness. It has to be a citizen-driven campaign, a citizen-centered campaign, giving oxygen to our philosophy, citizens first, and citizens at the center. By the citizens, from the citizens, for the citizens, and of course, of the citizens. This year, we are going to see citizen power more active. A lot of you have been asking, oh yes, when are we going to do this and that? Wait, be active, be involved. We are going to give the signal to you as the citizens when the moment arises to make sure that you lead the change, you lead the charge, and you become part of the change that we want to see. Do the change and be the change. That is our call. That is our charge to you. It's your campaign. It's a citizens' campaign. We are going to build it around a citizen project where you are the architects, where you are the caretakers, where you are the agents, where you are the protagonists and the chief executives of this program. We don't accept you as citizens to be spectators or to be bystanders. Be the drivers. This is a call to action. We want you to perform your role, register to vote, participate in programs, participate in actions, contribute something. We need your support. Let's build the networks. Let's build advocates. Let's grow together. Let's develop our communities. Let's make sure that we build the citizen structures, which is the strongest structure and the structure that is going to deliver victory and change. Yes, there are times when we don't say certain things. We've called it strategic ambiguity. But those who are part of us and those who should know what we are doing. That's why the call for structures is not coming from the citizens. It's coming from other quislings who are not part of the process. But they want to be malcontents because they want to try and locate fault lines that are not there. The citizen movement is indivisible. Those who are used to splitting the opposition, tough luck.
Powerful, powerful words. My sister, Oka, I will allow you to go first there and just talk about the citizens versus the oppressor. It's a CCC is a movement for the citizens, by the citizens, for the citizens. How did you feel when you heard the president talking about that?
Yeah. Uyabona mambo i-problem ekhona esikhangelane layo ngiyokuthi abantu bebangumsindo bethi bafuna ama-structures afunwa vele ungabona umuntu ekhuluma ngokuthi ufuna ama-structures kanti yena umuntu nxa ekhala ngama-structures kodwa kuzamnikisa asithi mhlambe mangibeke ngalolu hlobo asithi mhlambe lama-structures njengoba betsho bethi ayenza i-CCC ibe weak akufanelanga ngaka kuyabajabulisa kanti abafuna unqoba inibona angithi siyakhompyutha abafuna ukunqoba yini laba abantu do they not want to win because asithi mhlambe liku race and then udiscover ukuthi lo muntu okhompyutha la yena mhlambe isicathulo sigqokileyo sine problem ethile ezamenza ukuthi awendleleni wena uwine, kambe ungabuya futhi umphathele isicathulo esiright ukuthi agqoka akwazi ukwehlula. I-advice yabo ngeyani eyokuxotsha impukane enjene efileyo. Bethi thina masibe lama-structures. Bayawathini kanti bona ngoba bona ngithi balawa wabo. So awethu bona bafuna ukwenza. Umuntu nje angavela akucingisise lokho uyakubona ukuthi hayi into yokungabi lama-structures njengokuchasisa okuyenze u-change champion in chief lamhlanje kutshengisela ukuthi ungabi kodwa lama-structures kubenza babe weak ngamandla because abayitholi i-chance yokungena phakathi kwethu njengendlela le ade beyenza kuqala. Mina ngithi ukungabi khona kwama-structures ku-CCC yikho osokunike i-opponent yethu i-confusion enkulu kakhulu because hey bawafuna ngamandla lama-structures bawomela. They really want to get these structures. And us who are in CCC, like what the change champion in chief said, if you watch closely, most people abakhalela ama-structures, they are not members of the CCC. They are not the citizens. Ngabantu abangayithandiyo i-CCC bafuna ibe lama-structures umusa wabo ngowani. Befuna into abangayithandiyo ukuthi ihambe ngale ndlela bona abayifuna ngowani umusa wabo. Yikho kumele sizibuze khona. Mina ngithi ngiyaphambili la lento ezwe ngupresident wethu. He has done well. Lapha ubazele ngepolitics elokukhalipha okukhulu. Okutshengisela ukuthi hayi ke ibashayile lento abakwazi ukuthi baqalele phi. That's why behlala befuna ukukhuluma ngayo. Ukubona kwami.
Yes. So that's where we all come in, on the first pillar. That's what we're going to be talking about mostly because we can't finish all the 5 pillars today. Citizens campaign and volunteers program. Citizen Coalition for Change is a program, is a party, is a movement of volunteers. We do not have the millions of money that Emerson Mnangagwa has that is stealing from the people, of course. But President Chamisa has an army of citizens. He has an army of volunteers. He has an army of spirited people that are willing to do anything and everything to ensure that Zimbabwe is free for change. And those are the people that the multitude that President Chamisa was referring to and was addressing. And he went on to say that you need to do something. You need to plug in and do something. There is a lot that is going on, citizens. There are fundraisers that are going on. Find a fundraiser that you support. The Women Task Force is out there. They are working every day, every night. They are traversing the length and breadth of the country. Our youth are led by Takuzwa Ngadziwore, the task force for the youth, are working hard every day. You see the pictures, you see the videos. They need our support. So that's the citizens program. Be citizenry and find something that you do. Coming here to watch us the way you've done, it's also being citizenry. You are also participating. You are doing something. Now go to the next step. Share this video. Share this video right now with other people so that as many people as possible can hear what the president was talking about. And then the second major step is do something. We know that you have been doing something, but we are now saying do more. Do more than you were doing in the past 4 years. Do more than you were doing last month. Why? Because we are left with only 5 months to go to an election, an important election, an election that is going to determine, the future of your children, the future of our grandchildren. So let's all do more. The president talked about that. Let's move on now, my sister, my champion. Let's talk about registration because this is powerful. We don't have much time, but let's talk about registration because the president touched on it. We have a voter registration blitz that is starting on Sunday, the 12th of March, up to the 21st of March. And that's the last voter registration blitz that we are going to have. It's the last one. And it's possibly the last time the last opportunity that we have as citizens to register as many people as possible, because immediately after that, we are expecting that Emmerson Mnangagwa is going to proclaim the election date. And immediately after that, I want you to listen to this very carefully, citizens. Listen to this. My citizens, you know,
lalelani ma citizens, lalelani, vulani indlebe.
like my sister said. If the date is proclaimed, as we expect, by the 26th of this month, it means everyone else who is registering after the date has been proclaimed will not be able to vote in 2023. Registration will continue. Registration will not stop. But those that are registering after the date has been proclaimed will not be able to vote in the 2023 elections. So I know a lot of people get confused by that. So this is the reason why we are saying this is the last chance, the last opportunity that we have to ensure that everyone we want registered is registered. And you, the people in the diaspora in particular, you have a big role to play. If you're in South Africa, if you're in Botswana, if you're in Zambia, you have no excuse. You must go and register and you must go and vote, you know. But if you can't, please make sure that you talk to your relatives, you talk to your folks. Tauraina na mbuya, tauraina na sekuru, tauraina na zukuru kumusha uku. Vaende vanonyoresa kuvota iko zvino pa voter registration blitz ioi. And that's what the president was emphasizing today. Don't listen. That's what he said. Don't listen to the nonsense that you hear the ZANU-PF propaganda peddlers saying that voting does not change anything. That's what they want you to do. They want you to not to go and vote because they know that voting is powerful. Voting is powerful. That's the only way you can change your life. That's the only way we can bring a new great Zimbabwe. So let's talk about voter registration blitz. My sister, Oka, I know you're in South Africa. Tell us what you're going to do yourself about this. Are you going to talk to your family? Are you going to register to vote? And talk to the women in particular. We are in, Women's Month, Women's Day yesterday, Women's Month now. Talk to the women about voter registration.
Mina mambo soshe ahi ifamily yami ngaqedelana la kudala.
I like that.
And abantu abami mina bathi ngenye imini besithi mama asiyaphelelwa imilimili ne-fish oil. Ngathi hayi kuhle kakhulu bantu bami. Ake lingipostele iziliphu zenu ezokuregister ukuvota. Bathi kungenelana ngaphi khonokho? Ngathi kuyangenelana abantu bami. Sengize ngigugele emazweni. Ngilokho embhizi ngithumelana lama-cooking oil linalivuthisa indlela yokuya etoilet. Mina ngifuna ukuhlala lami ekhaya. Ngihlale nani. Ngivuke ekuseni ngilibone livuke njani litshone njani. Lingitshele ngomlomo ukuthi i-cooking oil yakuphela kumbe ngizibonele ngedwe ekhabothini. Lokho kuzayenzakala nxa lingahamba liyovota. Selibadala manje. Hambani liyoregister ukuvota. They thought I was joking. Bathumela ama-slip ngabona ngawami usi. Yikho ukuthi ngize ngikwazi ukuba ngahle ngathumela ngalowo mini imali. Ngahle ngayifaka kumkhulu bahamba basho, hayi mama kanti serious kangaka lento ngathi kakhulu. I-serious kakhulu lento because for mina mhlawumbe hayi kangako because mina eyami impilo sengiyiqedile ngisebenza lapha eGoli. Ngangakwazi ukuthi ngizoqeda ngizoze ngiyesebenzana la kubo Cape Town le. Ngicabanga ukuthi ngizosebenzela ekhaya. But lina you still have a future. Nxa ilizwe lingalunga liyakwazi ukuzisebenzela lapha liyakha ilizwe lenu sihlale ndawonye sibe ngumndeni. Hayi lento yokuthi sihlala siqhelelene umuntu agule kwesinye isikhathi azashone ungakwazi lokuyamngcwaba kumbe ukwazi ukuyamngcwaba angazi ngenxa yokuthi singahlali lemuli zethu. Ngabalandisela nje i-impact ye-economy yokuwa kwe-economy yaseZimbabwe ukuthi ibe njani. Ingakumbi kubo bona njengabantu abami because ngikhuluma nje bona babe behlala kude nami. Mina bayazikhulisa. Abantwana abaningi ngama-child aided households kodwa abazali bayaphila. Bahambile bayodinga impilo. So kuqakathekile ukuthi bavote. Ngibabuza ukuthi alikufuni na ukuhlala nabazali benu bazalwane izihlobo zami. Tshelanini abantwana abadlule i-8 abale 18 and upwards libachasisele ukuthi kubaluleke ngani ukuthi bayevota abantwabenu. Yekelani kuye ama-youth amaningi awayibonanga iZimbabwe enhle. Abayazi into yokucompare layo, bayibone nje inje njengokube yiyo khona. So ubona nxa ubatshela babona ngathi nje ukhuluma inganekwane, bacabanga ukuthi amazwe afanele ukuthi abe mahle ngo-South Africa nabo Britain nabo Botswana, iZimbabwe yona ifanele nje ukuba njengo. Kodwa thina esikwaziyo esikhule iZimbabwe sayibona ubuhle bayo ngesikhathi siyithatha ebelungwini. Siyayazi iZimbabwe belilizwe elihle kakhulu. Lempilo izisebenzi zihola imali ethengayo. Ema-university abantwana thina sifunde ngama-grant besiphiwe izimali ema-university. Siphiwe i-grant. Nxa siphiwe i-grant sijabule kakhulu ngaleyo mini wawubona ama-students egcwele etown eshop. Khathesi abantwana bethu izinto abazenza ema-university abanye baphila ngokuthengisa imizimba ngoba abazali aba-afford ukubanikeza ukudla everyday, abakwazi ukuba yenzela i-rent. Abantwana bakhule sebelemikhuhlane ngenxa yokuthi bazama ukuziphilisa ukuthi baqhubekele phambili. Uqhubekela phambili kwangaphi umuntu vele eseqeda university segula? Kusukela khona. So I mean into zami kuyitsho ukuthi masibachasiseleni abantwana ukuthi ilizwe eli-right elihamba kakuhle, i-economy ihamba kakuhle, kungalama ma-minerals atshontshwayo asiyathengiswa ngaphandle kwamazwe njengoba thina siyabe sitshelwa ngama-sanctions. Kodwa ama-gold abanje emabhoda, kulabanye abaphuma bekhuluma ngamadandahedi, ugcina ungasazi usuzibuza ukuthi kanti vele kodwa i-minerals ukuthi phela ziyaphuma la. Kodwa thina siyabe sitshela ukuthi hayi kulama-sanctions. Bachasiseleni abantwana, libatshele ukubaluleka ukurejista ukuyavota. Umuntu kangabi lobuvila bokulinda ehofisini yezekhi ukuyarejista ukuvota athena hayi i-queue inkulu kakhulu, mina ngifuna ukuyabona otshomi bami ngaphi. Abantwana musa abanayo i-patience ngoba ngizwa kuthiwa ayisiyo queue leyo esemahofisini ezekhi. Ababe lesineke because i-2 hours azazilinda lapha zizamlungisela i-future yakhe yena le abantwana bakhe abazakuza. So i-2 hours lezana it's worth it kame equeuini aregister. Abangarejistanga be patient, hambani liyo register. Nxa kudingakala ukuthi uhambe uthwele umphako, hamba uthwele umphako, uzuregister please. We need a new great Zimbabwe. Sifuna iZimbabwe ibuyele esimeni sayo. iZimbabwe is not a charity case. That country ivele yona idaliwe ukuthi ibe yi-bread basket. Ifide yonke le Southern Africa iZimbabwe. Hayi lokho esikwenzayo sisisabalele sigcwala indawo yonke. Akula lapho ungafika khona ungela mZimbabwe. And sesize singasathandwa lapho esikhona. Ngoba nxa sifikile bakithi sifane ngathi singama-red ants. Siya invader.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You mentioned something there powerful when you're talking about, getting in a line for 2 hours. And the president talked about it, and I laughed when he said, people do not want to go and spend 2 hours waiting in a line to register, but they're spending 3 hours waiting in a line to get money. You're spending 4 hours waiting in a line at times to get fuel. You are spending, 6 hours waiting for electricity to come back, waiting for water to come back. This line that you are standing today, according to the president, is the line that will end all the other lines, is the queue that will end all the other queues. That was really powerful. So do not be discouraged when ZEC start doing their shenanigans. We know that they are going to do that. Do not come crying. Do not go online crying. Yes, tell us what's going on, but do not be dismayed to the extent that you get discouraged and you leave the line, you leave the queue and go back home. Rara pa queue ipapo kana wachifana kurara pa queue ipapo because ndo line rauri kumira rekupedzisira iroro nera uchazonomira uchienda kunovhota. ZANU-PF is going to employ dead tricks. You know, the voter registration blitz is here, will be there, but they will do go slow in there. But as citizens, we are a determined citizenry. You know, we will not get tired, we will not be discouraged to the extent of leaving the line or leaving the queue and going back home without registering. Let us persevere. You know, it's better to suffer now. It's better to endure pain now. They say pain is temporary, but victory is forever. Victory is sweet and it lasts longer than pain. So let's listen to what our president said today. Let's go and stand in the line, endure the lines, but those are the cues that will end all the other cues. My sister will move on here, and I'm going to ask you something here that the president talked about. He addressed the issue of South Africa. He was asked at the end of the program about, I don't know what is going on in South Africa. Maybe you enlighten us about that. There are people that are supposed to be deported from Zimbabwe and are going into, from South Africa into Zimbabwe. I don't know whether those people are registered. What are you going to say to them? Because they are going to be deported anyway. Maybe you can tell us about that. But the president addressed that issue and he said this is the last time that Zimbabweans will be treated like that. You know, we need to bring back dignity to our people. Why should our people be, thrown in lorries and buses, and dumped at the border? That's being undignified, and we're going to redress that by registering to vote and winning Zimbabwe for change. Your comments are on that, and maybe you can enlighten us, my sister, on what is going on in South Africa. Vanhu vari kudzingwa here, vari kunzi chii chiri kuitika?
Into eyenzakalayo ukuthi iSouth Africa, since iZimbabwe has had ama-problems, into ngicela ukukhuluma something engimangalisayo ukuthi iSouth Africa ithi yona iZimbabwe ayilama-problems. Iyatsho because kuke kwaba le delegation eke yathunywa eZimbabwe ukuya check ukuthi iZimbabwe imi njani. And then iSouth Africa i-delegation yahambayo yabuya le report yokuthi there is no problem in Zimbabwe. Kodwa isimanga iSouth Africa iyavuma ukuthi iZimbabwe ilama-economical problems ngoba yavuma ukunikeza abantu yathi yona ama-Zimbabweans so ma-refugees awempi ngama-economic refugees. We understand leyo nto. On the other hand, Zimbabwe has no problem, but Zimbabwe has economic refugees. And then ke yikho kuphiwa kwama-Zimbabweans iqale i-DZP yabuya yagcina siyi-ZEP le epheleleyo. iZEP yona i-extendiwe last year izophela ngoJune. So nxa iphela ngoJune kuthi ukuthi laba bantu akade besebenzisa iZEP aba-aplayele because abantu sokumele ba-aplayele ama-mainstream ama-permit lawa afana lo umuntu wonke ngoba le iZEP it was a special permit eyayenzelwe ama-Zimbabweans to help ama-Zimbabweans ukuthi abe legal ngoba obvious nje yabanza ama-Zimbabweans le South Africa ibhoda yethu even bebengathi abanikeza ama-document abantu bebevele beseqa bezongena and then besokunikeza le South Africa ama-problems. That's where kubuye le ZEP le, right? iZEP njengoba siphelile iSouth Africa ithi ayizukuma ukuwa extenda ama-ZEP njengoba ingawa extend ngoJune isikhathi esiphiweyo esi-extendiweyo ayaphela okuthi ukuthi abantu abangaphumelelanga kulawa ama-permits a-aplaywayo a-ordinary lawa asetshenziswa umuntu wonke abangaphumelelanga now it's a must ukuthi babuyele ekhaya, which means ungabanjwa uyabe susephula umthetho usungadipotwa.
Okay, thank you so much, my sister, for that. We touched on that issue, folks, because the president did touch on it. We are running out of time here. Leo, do you have another video for us? And please do put people's comments there while you're looking for a video, especially if you can find the one that talks about voter registration. General Kanyemba Argutanzi, VOA is having its news now, and you lot are here having a show hoping to capture votes. Guys, please be serious. General, I will answer you, very nicely here. The VOA are doing their part. Change Radio, we do our part. Just like we have Fox News, CNN, BBC. Sometimes they can have news at the same time. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a question of you making a choice of what you want to listen. I'm always on VOA myself, and I love what VOA does. But I don't know where your comment is coming from. Maxwell Sitole, powerful. We are very proud of our CCC. Yes, indeed, we should all be proud. Simba Mukanda Tsama, thank you so much, Simba. You're always here. We appreciate you. Good thoughts. This Stanley key says, well said. Emily points on time. Abel Nyambera, Zimbabwe for change. Yes, definitely. Simbam Kandasama again. Tinoshika Chete. We need a very strong team to win. The strong team is there already, Simba. The smart team is there. President Chamisa is surrounded by very strong people. He has a strong pillars around him. Just like he introduced today, 5 strong pillars. He is surrounded by smart people, smart team, good people, and we know they are going to support him until he gets Zimbabwe free for change. Leo, if you have a video for us, the last one that we'll play, because we are running out of time today. Okay, you can go ahead, Leo.
The hexagon of nation building. What is this hexagon of nation building? 7 key priorities we are going to need to build back a nation so that we move from just being a country or a geographical constellation to being a people that are united in vision, in direction, and in focus. We need to restore freedom and happiness. We need to restore peace. We need to restore prosperity, unity, love, reconciliation, forgiveness, and unity. For us to be able to do this, we need to embark on a mission of transformation. That's why we say into Kuko, Zimbabwe, Shanduko, Zimbabwe. This is the word. This is the gospel. This is the chorus across the whole country, in all the 4 corners, in all the languages, the tribes, and the regions of our country.
There he was explaining part of our slogan, Ingukuko, Shanduko. We want a change for Rio. My sister will give you a chance to round up and give us your closing remarks on the 2 things that we touched on today, the 2 pillars, citizens campaign and volunteers platform. And also we talked about voter registration, which comes under what we need to do as citizens. So in the next program, we'll be talking about the alternative process policies, New Great Zimbabwe, which is pillar number 4. And we'll also touch on pillar number 5, which is global advocacy. We can't explain everything today, but today we just wanted to talk about the things that matter to you, the things that President Chamisa said you should do, citizens volunteering for change, citizens doing something, and doing something means registering to vote, means talking to other people to go and register to vote, your family, your friends, everyone else who hasn't registered. That's your part. Taking part in fundraisers that are going on, supporting the struggle, because we are volunteers. We don't have money. We don't have anywhere where we are getting money. ZANU-PF is stealing money from every corner of our country. We don't have anywhere. We have you. President Chamisa has you. That's why he was appealing to you today to do something. My sister, your last remarks as we round up.
Thank you, Mambo. Mahlabe Zulu, njengokutsho kwakhe uPresident Nelson Chamisa, ingqobe ikuwe nami. Nxa sifuna utshintsho elizweni lethu, lento ye Citizens Coalitions for Change ayisiyo kaChamisa, ayisiyo yomuntu oyi-one, yethu sonke singama citizens. Lento esihlala siyizwa kuthiwa iZANU-PF ayehluleki, iyahlulwa ngama-citizens. Ama-citizens nxa ebambene alamandla. Mina ngijabulele le statement asitshileyo ukuthi i-CCC into yama-citizen ayikhethi ukuthi ungowayiphi party. Ngama-citizens alwisa i-corruption eselizweni lethu. Ngakho noma ukuZANU-PF kufanele ukuthi uyizonde i-corruption, ngoba njengokutsho kwa-president ukuhlupheka kwelizwe kukhuluma lesisu somuntu wonke, awukhethekile ukuthi kuyiphi iphathi. And ngijabulela ukuthi i-CCC asiyo party, yinto yama-citizens, yinto yama-Zimbabweans. Nxa ungumZimbabwe kufanele ukuthi ubone ukuthi ubambana labanye. Mina ngiphetha kanjalo.
Thank you, my sister. I know today I just called you because Barbara was not there, and you jumped on and you did a beautiful job. Thank you so much. We always want to see you on this show, PADARE NAMAMBO in Cape Town. Keep influencing people. I know of the good work that you are doing there. You are a community person, a community leader who is, defending the party and making sure that CCC is known. So you are an ambassador of the movement. So keep doing the good work that you are doing. To everyone who was here on Zimai, on Change Radio, the radio itself, on Change Radio Facebook, we want to thank you. We want to appreciate you. I know there are some that are watching on YouTube. We also want to thank you. You are doing your citizenry job. Let's go out there in full force from now. Let's go and do what President Chamisa was talking about. Find something that you do. Plug in somewhere and do something about the situation in Zimbabwe. Talk to people so that they go and register to vote. Donate something. There's need for a lot of things. Computers, laptops, the money itself, and just mobilizing people, talking to people, making sure that the gospel of change spread throughout the country. And as I promised you, when we come back, we'll be talking about, that is tomorrow, we'll be talking about the other three pillars that we didn't talk about today. But yes, mazwi ataurwa na president ngaite chibereko, ngaregedze kupinda nekugugu over buda nekugugu, ngatiashandisei. Ndo plan yacho iyo yamapiwa nhasi na president. Inenge chimonza hakuna plan. It can be more detailed than he presented it today. Thank you so much, Leo, behind the scenes. We thank you for the work that you do, and everyone else who is here. I'm just seeing here my Mzukuru Nicholas, Madam Mutapa. Thank you so much. I know you would come and hear your Mzukuru talking here. We need change, like yesterday, Vamada is saying. But Mashikata kupeta chirongwa Vamada. But we'll be here again tomorrow. Let's meet again tomorrow as we continue to dissect the president's speech today. Powerful speech. And Champion Mahere championed it and coined it that President Chamisa is the only game in town. When I saw that tweet coming through, I said, yes, Champion, this is true. He is the only game in town. Thank you so much once again, Chief SVOSVE and Champion Oka signing off. We'll see you tomorrow and in other programs. God bless you.
Know that change is coming. Change will happen in Zimbabwe. Victory is happening. We are celebrating, and some of us are already preparing for celebration and inauguration because we know that change is going to come, and we want you to be part of this celebration by mobilizing for change. Because change is going to come. God has remembered Zimbabwe. God is visiting Zimbabwe, and we shall be saved. We shall have change in this country. So that